This guy was like, yeah, I love to masturbate, blah, blah, blah. And, if it's a good feeling, but I don't like the idea of my dead relatives spying down on me jacking off. I'm like, okay. I'm pretty sure everybody thought about that. My dead mom's up there watching me jacking off, or my dead grandpa up there watching me jacking off. So, yeah. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Lavenders Corner.
Cupcake Creations on Facebook. Our very own Cupcake. Capitalize the E in Cupcake.
When you're laying down on the bed and the cover's hanging off your feet, but for some reason, you gotta have the freaking cover over your feet because you think like, a monster from under the bed's gonna grab your feet and tickle your toes or something,
Yeah.
Everybody thought about that. And the worst feeling in the world is not having a blanket. When you're sleeping on a couch or on the floor, that's like the worst feeling in the world. Yeah. Trust me, dude. I mean, you try to do anything to make your own cover. Normally what I'll do, I'll just pretty much put my hands in my shirt or something, It makes me feel a little comfortable, but it still don't work. I just hate that feeling. I just usually get up and just go home. It's like, it's not going to work out unless I'm really drunk and I don't have a choice. I don't care. I'll just pass out. So, all right.
Rasley is not just our awesome, funny co-host. He's another podcaster. And you can find his shows at
gnomepodcast.com.
There's a new fad on Facebook, which it's pissing a lot of people off. I guess it's a new challenge. And the first one I seen looked like this black girl went inside of a grocery store and she picked up a tub of ice cream. She opened it and she licked it and she put the top back on there and started laughing and they took off. So now they trying to find out who she is. They're going to incriminate her. So that deserves her right, because I buy ice cream all the time, and sometimes I actually wondered, have this been tampered with? Especially when you go to a store in the hood, you just never know. I also seen a lady went into a store, picked up deodorant, put it on, laughed about it, and then put it back on the rack. I'm like, really? Are you fucking serious? The last one I seen, this lady opened up 3 bottles of soda. She drank out of them, laughed, and put it back. What is up with these people and these new fads? You're tampering with people's food. I'm not with that, man. I like my food safe. I like knowing that when I buy it, when I eat it, I'm not going to get sick. These people, they're just taking this way too overboard. Whatever, I don't care. Eat a Tide Pod, kill yourself. That's your own dumbass fault. But when you mess with the Lavenders' livelihood, that's a problem. So I'm letting anybody know out there, if I see you do that stuff, I'm going to knock you out. Especially if it's ice cream. Believe that.
Got him, coach. No escape.
I have a big, strong opinion on this. Now, do y'all want to get political real quick or not?
I'm untouchable. I'm untouchable.
Whatever you want to get.
As long as we're not talking about, if we can keep it light, I have no issue with it. So,
my thing is, fuck politicians. Fuck all of them. I hate them all sides. They are nothing but douches. They're not going to do anything about immigration. Nothing at all. They're going to wait till the election and then it's going to try to fizzle out. These fucking poor people are going to be left wherever they're at or can't come in or whatever the fuck thing happens to them. But those fucking douche pile, I want them all out. I want to get rid of them all because every single one of them is a fucking 1%er and they're just fucking doing nothing. And we have to pay the price for it. I digress.
Yeah, that's why I think it's funny how worked up like some people get. Like, I'm not saying you're worked up, Paul. I'm just saying like you get these guys and just individuals in general. They get so into it. I'm like, yeah, but like, how much has it really affected you and yours in the last 2 presidential elections? Maybe it has, but like for me personally, and now Vietnamese people are primarily like conservatives, so they're Republican all the way and whatnot. But like my life has not been affected by much, and so that's why I have very little opinion on, the state of affairs and everything. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we're all getting like politics. We're just getting fucked regardless.
Yeah, the only impact it's had on my life, and I saw that in February when it came down to my tax return.
Yes,
and that's where it was deplorable.
Yeah,
and it was deplorable for some Americans when a lot of them they feed and feed and feed into this tax system, and then at the end of the year they expect that big return,
right?
And just to be sorely disappointed, and they sit there and say that the government is what President Trump said. Oh, you're going to keep more of your paycheck. You're going to keep more of your paycheck.
Yeah, I didn't see that either.
You said you keep more of your paycheck, but you kept more of your paycheck, but it was offset by the rising cost of healthcare.
Right,
I
healthcare,
never thought about
standard
that,
of living. Yeah, cost of living is going up. Like at the workplace, though, like your raises and your whatever can never ever keep up with the cost of living. It just can't. Like at the rate that wages go these days for a lot of working class Americans, it just will not. You're gonna get in the negative eventually.
And I don't know about y'all, but I'm seriously tired of living paycheck to 4 days before the next paycheck.
Right. I mean, that sucks.
Yep.
And you know what they'll tell us? They'll tell us to pull us up from our bootstraps. Motherfucker, what boots?
Yeah. we didn't end up in money. We didn't have cool... See,
right.
My anger towards politicians is for the years and years of hearing this rhetoric back and forth where nothing gets accomplished and everybody just fucking talks more shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
When I saw that AOC went on about how bad those camps are and how they're drinking raw sewage and blah, 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 she says this as she's leaving in a fucking SUV that's air conditioned and all this other stuff. And she goes, these are deplorable conditions. But in reality, if it was really that, she wouldn't do anything about it then? She would just drive off? Is that what AOC is trying to tell us?
Now, would it be different if she would have drove off in like an 85 Caprice Classic?
Maybe a little bit. It looks good, right? That looks good for the revolution.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still the same. I mean, yeah, those looking down from the mountain always see a little bit more, yet they won't climb down from that mountain to do anything about it.
Right.
She toured the facility, and then as she's leaving, she says all this shit. And that's just making me want to just look at her, shake her, and go, no. Because if you're this whole step-up story from being a person who had to pay for her college, because obviously...
Which she didn't.
And then she goes into, now I'm a 1%er, whee! So, fuck you.
Right. So that whole camp thing. So she's full of hyperbole, right? So I mean, her heart's in the right place. I know she wants to do something about so these camps, they're not the greatest conditions, but they're not akin to concentration camps, right? People died by the millions in concentration camps. Her saying that it's just like it, or raw sewage and shit. Is that even true? I understand the gravity of it, but lying about it or making it seem bigger than it is, just for the media or for attention.
It was using target words.
Yeah, buzzwords
to make us enraged.
Target words to make
have
you
there been any
enraged.
pictures released of the facilities, actual pictures?
They did. They had video. They went in there, but then everybody goes, "Well, that's only what they're letting you see," and you know how they can do all that because. And that's what, I said, it comes back on her because if she's saying this as she's leaving, well, where are the fucking trains of trucks coming in that you called to fix the fucking problem?
Right.
But, all that involves money, which who's going to fit the bill for that?
Well, that's another thing, too, and I'm glad you brought that up. I didn't know about this, but before she went to visit said camps, she turned down a proposal for money for those things.
Oh.
Wow.
So talk about kettle, black, you, fuck.
Right.
So,
our entire system is just right now dealing with a bunch of problems it never really predicted. in the sense that, there's a bunch of like checks and balances and all that. There's supposed to be, all the branches of government, but no one's being held accountable. Like, everyone's just talking shit, and no one actually has, or like the system doesn't really have a way to fix itself. Like we're kind of caught in the water right now.
Or could it be intentional?
Maybe, dude, Putin's got us. Oh my god! Yeah, we're getting got, dude. Holy shit, Putin's America. I don't know.
Move it over.
You mean put it in my mouth?
Don't do that. Yeah. All I hear is when I hear him put it in my mouth, I hear is when you're breathing out.
I feel like I'm fucking Joe Rogan and shit.
You are.
Call me Joe Logan.